And welcome back to Midpoint. I'm Rick Blackwell in for Ed Berliner. Former Congressman Mark Foley joins us. Mark, want to talk about something trending on Newsmax.com. Reporting shows that Al-Qaeda is showing terrorists how to make hidden bombs that can be smuggled onto airliners. A lot of people obviously traveling during this holiday season. Do we still need to be vigilant? I know some people have called for maybe an ease of security at airports. What's your thoughts on that?
No way, no how. We have to be vigilant. The people that are out there trying to disrupt us are killers, and they're sophisticated. It works what they do, and they have legions of followers around the globe. So we have to be vigilant. I know it's long lines in airports trying to get through, but let's use that safety as a way to ensure we arrive at our destination.
Also, the big story this morning is 31 airstrikes on Islamic State forces in Iraq and Syria. Several key targets destroyed for ISIS. Good news as far as the American fighting force is concerned. Some of your thoughts. Are we on the right track right now in fighting ISIS?
We're on the right track. We're a little late. We should have been after them a year ago. We've allowed them to build up a head of steam. They've been organized. They've inflicted incredible damage. Again, another sophisticated organization. The president waited far too long to take aggressive action, and now we're kind of cleaning up after the fact.
Want to talk some politics right now with you, Congressman Foley. And Jeb Bush announced that he is resigning from the Tenet Healthcare Board. Just another sign that he's running for president. I'm not even going to ask you a softball, is he going to be running for president? But I do want to ask you, you have worked with him on several campaigns. I know you spent some time with him also in Tallahassee in his days as the governor of Florida. Would he be a good president, and would you urge him to run?
Be an incredible president. He's very bright. He's very focused. He has great out-of-the-box thinking. He appeals to Hispanics. He wins Florida, which is something critically important. And he's a very good executive. Somewhat better than his brother. I think he's got a different skill set, a little bit more personable, more engaged in the campaign apparatus. You know, George Bush wasn't very interested in campaigning. He kind of was insular himself, and his father even more so. Jeb is a real people person. He made a great governor. His approval rating was 60+ when he left office in this very, what we'll call a purple state. I think if there's someone who can win the presidential election, even though he is handicapped with the name Bush, because people may have had enough Bushes and they may have had enough Clintons, but he would be an incredible president. And I definitely, if you're going to give up a $200,000 a year board seat on Tenet Healthcare, I think you're signaling I'm in it for the duration.
And, you know, just picking up on that, getting out of the Tenet Healthcare Board, there's a lot of different things that he's doing administratively right now, releasing emails, getting out of some board associations so that he can kind of make himself more of an independent during the presidential cycle. Is that correct?
Yeah, I hope I'm not on any more emails, but just, no, there's no question. He has to get himself ready. Get rid of all the stuff that they may be searching. Somebody's searching now in keystrokes trying to find things he may have said. The health board is going to be a problem, just like for Rick Scott. When you're involved in a beneficiary of Medicare, they're going to scrutinize that and what was your time and what was your service. But I think Jeb's compelling record gives him a head start. There are other candidates. You know, Chris Christie, it's going to be a very dynamic campaign season, and it's really already started. This is the opening salvo of a very interesting 24 months. Now, the big question is, Rick, will Marco Rubio run now that Jeb Bush is in there? Will that kind of blunt his attempt to run as Florida's favorite son? So we'll see. It's going to be fun. No
shortage of possible Florida candidates, that's for sure. You entered Washington, D.C., sort of that wave of Contract for America. And you're thinking back on that. That was really the last time with a Democrat in the White House where the Republicans took both the House and the Senate, and that's happening in this election cycle as well with the victories in November. What advice would you give to the GOP as they take over both the House and the Senate? Of course, had the House previous, but now gaining control of the Senate. Is there an overreach that could be a concern, or what advice would you have for prospective Republicans making their way to Washington for the first time?
Prove you can govern. Get something done. Don't worry about all the little traps about, oh, we can't vote for this, can't vote for that, we shouldn't agree to anything, let's be hardliners. Don't do that. That has been proven to be a failure in the past. If they had somebody like Bill Clinton, which we did, Bill Clinton was a deal maker. He saw the writing on the wall. He said, these people are in charge. I need my legacy about achieving things. I'm not sure Obama has that skill set. I'm not sure he wants to achieve anything with Republicans. I don't think he likes Republicans. Clinton wanted to be successful, and he wanted to ensure his presidency was successful, and he reached across the aisle even though I don't think he liked Newt Gingrich much, they made deals. They made things happen. If the Republicans, Mitch McConnell and John Boehner, are serious, not to give away the store, do something on immigration, do border security, do some trade policy, look at tax and fiscal policy. Don't try and prime the pump and give all this money away in entitlements. Try to find solutions, and find solutions on Medicare and Social Security with a Democratic president. Don't go it alone and try and prove you can do it because you have the power of the incumbency and the power of the numbers. Just because we've got a huge plurality now in the Senate and the House doesn't give you license to run roughshod over the minority party. Be agreeable, agree to disagree, but get something done.
We'll have to wait and see. Interesting dynamic heading into January. Much more coming up right here on Midpoint on this Friday afternoon.